Hi, I'm Matt Mendoza, and I'll be teaching you how to solve this problem and going through the steps on how to solve it as well. Alright, so I don't know if you can read it. My camera is really small and this is kind of far away. So it says the community swimming pool can be filled in 12 hours when filled with a pipe, or 30 hours if from a hose. If the water comes from both a pipe and a hose, how long will it take to fill the pool? Alright, so we have the pipe. Get another pen, hold on. The pipe, which gets us one job per 12 hours. Okay? And then the hose gets us one job per the 30 hours. So then if we take and add them both together, and then we want to know, because they're working together, then we want to know how much time it takes to equal the one job. Okay? So what we can do now that we have the equation, is we can distribute the T to each pipe and the hose. Okay? So then it comes out to T over 12 plus T over 30 equals 1, because we're doing multiplying there and multiplying there. Okay? And maybe you're asking yourself, hey Matt, how come you didn't multiply the T to the 30 and the 12 too? Because wouldn't that make sense? It might make sense to some people, but what this T actually is a T over 1, because it's a whole number of some sort. We don't know what the number is yet, that's why we're using T. But it's over 1. And so when you're multiplying, you're just multiplying across. So there'd be 1 times T, and 1 times T, and then 1 times 30, and 1 times 12. That's all the numbers when you're multiplying stay either on the top or on the bottom, depending on what you're doing. Alright, so now that we're here, now we need to make the denominators the same. Okay, so in order to do that, we're going to figure out what numbers are, what does 12 go into and what does 30 go into to make them the same. I know that 12 times 5 is 60, and I know that 2 times 30 is 60, so we can make 60 be the denominator, and then it'll both be the same on both sides. So in order to do that, 5 times 12, so I have to multiply by a special form of 1, which is 5 over 5, because 5 over 5 equals 1, right? So I'm going to multiply that there, and then on this side, I'm going to multiply by a special form of 1 as well, and that's going to be 2 over 2. So then I'm going to get 5t over 60 plus 2t And then now I can add the 5 and the 2 because the denominators are the same. So then I'm going to get 7t over 60 equals 1. Alright, so now that we've simplified this more complicated thing up here, now we want to make the t be all by itself and put all of these other numbers on the other side of the equation with that 1. So to do that, we're going to want to get rid of the denominator first, and to do that we need to multiply by 60 over 1, and so therefore the 2 will cross each other out, and we'd be left with 7t at the bottom, because 7t over 1 is just 7t, right? And since we multiplied by 60 on this side, we need to multiply by 60 on this side, the other side. Alright, so 1 times 60 is 60, and then we're going to divide by 7 so that we can get rid of those 7's, and we have to do it on the same thing on the other side. So 60 divided by 7, and then that equals t equals, let's see, well, let's do that over here. 7 divided by 60 is 8 times 7 is 56, and 4 left over, and so we'll do a decimal place there with a 0, bring the 0 down, and that's 40. So then we have 5 times 7 is 35, and then 5 left over, and bring the next 0 down, and 7 times 7 is 49, remainder 1, and we could just keep on going with that, but I believe we just want a simplified answer rounded to the nearest tenth. So this is all in hours. Yeah. So 8.57 hours. So we're going to round this 5 up because the 7 is higher than 5. So we're going to say it's 8.6 hours. Or if we really wanted to get down to the exact minutes and seconds, then we could take this 0.6 and divide it by 60, because it's 1/6 or whatever of an hour. So okay, yeah, so 6 over 60, and then that equals 10, right? Or rather, the way that I wrote it, that's 1/10, right? So maybe I did it backwards. Maybe it's supposed to be 60 over 6, and then you get 10 out of that. So then it would be 8 hours and 10 minutes. So yeah, that should be right. This is definitely right, but, or at least rounded up anyway. This, I'm pretty sure, is right. And if it's not, I'll make another video and post the right answer if I am wrong. Okay, all right, thanks. Nice talking to you. See you next time.